everyone. Peace and greetings. Ooh, that voice. Goodness gracious. Let me start over. I'm going to have to edit this clip. Sorry, I just, have been getting over the cootie, so my voice is a little frogged up sometimes. I got my cup with my delicious vanilla chai tea in it, but good Lord. It was like ribbit. Okay. Peace and greetings, everyone. Peace and greetings. Welcome to my channel. This is Mojo, and my channel is called Magic in Progress. Today, I'm going to be doing another pick a card reading for you. The topic is what's coming up for you in April. I can already tell you right now, it's going to be some adventure, some new beginnings, some changes. Some of us are going to need to go into our self-introspective mode. Even if we do have a lot of stuff going on, I think it's going to be a lot of internal checking in. Now, I don't know what's actually in the decks, but when I shuffle my cards, I pay attention to the cards that I see while I shuffle. And a lot of the same cards were coming up, having to do with the things that I just said. That squirrel energy was one of the animal cards that jumped out while I was shuffling. And, that's big changes. Big changes, and especially with the fact that we are coming into spring, I can definitely feel that happening around me. I can only imagine what it must feel like for other people. New things buzzing, coming to life. But let me get on with this here. Just gonna take a moment to clear the space. And I'm so thankful for the good vibrational energy that is now inhabiting the space. I thank you all so much for allowing me to serve you in this way. It's my only intention is to help, to guide, to help people find their way. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to give back as it was given to me once upon a time. Now, you will notice there are 3 stacks of cards here. Each of them has a stone. However you feel guided to choose a stack, you can go by the stone. This is amethyst. This is my very first piece of amethyst that I ever owned. My son always calls it a pie because it looks like a piece of pie. Here's a piece of citrine. Very lovely. And this is a piece of prehnite. P-R-E-H-N-I-T-E or P-R-E-N-I-T-E. Very cool looking stone. So take a moment to meditate, center yourself, ground yourself, and let your intuition guide you toward the stack of cards that is for you. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so there are multiple people picking the same stack. Not everything in each stack, not everything in each stack is going to apply to you. Give me just a second. I'm going to open this window. Get some air circulating in here because I am over here choking and gagging. I'm going to also include the timestamps below, so feel free to skip ahead or skip to the times of the cards, the stacks that you have chosen. Usually when I do these, sometimes I'm drawn to pick more than one stack. I actually chose stack number 1. This is number 2, and this is number 3. I'm going to go ahead and get started on number 1 right now. Okay, number 1, amethyst. Let's see what we got going. Okay. Lynx energy. Ooh. Dreamtime creation. The mastermind. Ace of ring. What? And it's upright, y'all. Can y'all see that? Okay. How's that look? I gotta try to keep. I gotta try to keep these together. Okay, well, number 1, it looks like April is going to be a time of creativity and manifestation. I see the Ace of Rings. It is a circular card, and by my estimation, it is upright. Since, I use a horizontal line to cut it down the middle. As long as the title is above that line, I consider that card to be upright. This is very auspicious. Like, it's very fucking auspicious, okay? This is a gift. This is a divine gift, number 1s. We are being gifted with an opportunity to take something and make it a reality. Have you a dream? Have you a goal? Have you a project? I know for me personally, because I did choose number 1, I got several projects that I'm working on that I would like to see bear fruit in my life and in the lives of others. Because, when you work towards things and you put energy towards things, those outcomes don't just affect you. They affect the people in your house. They affect the world. And so, when you are successful, other people can benefit from that. The real question with this card is, are we going to take that gift? Oh, that breeze. Yes. I just got the most delicious breeze coming through the window. The question is, are we going to take this gift that's being handed to us and actually do something with it? Or are we going to continue to sit on the sidelines and pout about how shit doesn't look like it's going our way? Or are we going to plan ourselves to death? I love thinking about how stuff is going to work, or how stuff is going to come together, putting the different bits and pieces together. But you can actually plan a thing to death, or rather, you can plan so much that you never actually get started. So I know personally for me, part of this is going to be actually moving from that planning phase to the implementation phase. Actually putting a thing out there. And, that's not to say that once you put it out there, it's final. You can always edit, redo, reassess, rebuild. You can work on it as you go. But the key, I believe, for us number 1s is to actually take all of this creative energy that we have and use that as an opportunity to, build upon our prosperity, our material success. 5 of vessels, this card is. Now, 5 is about challenges, and when you're working on a project of any magnitude, it is going to be a challenge to you mentally, to you maybe even physically. to your resources as far as your time and your money goes, and the question really with that is, how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do to make your thing go right? Is it something is it something that's worth all of what you have to put into it? Because if it is, then you got to keep at it. If it's not, then it's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't think this is what I want to be putting my energy and effort towards, because the truth is, what you put that energy into is what's going to bear fruit. Do you want to bear fruit for something that is trash? Something that you don't really want to be doing? Like, what if it actually blows up? What if it gets popular and then you're like, oh shit, now I got all this work and I don't even like it? Like, it's like when I tried to go back to school. I tried to go back for so many different things that I thought would just make me so much money. Coding and medical billing and coding and all of this other stuff, that would have been lucrative, but my heart wasn't in it. Excuse me. And had I actually, finished those schools, finished those degrees, I would have employment, but I'd be miserable because that isn't what I really want to do. Now I'm in school, studying English. I do hope eventually to make my way into publishing, editing, that sort of thing. And I'm really passionate about it. Like, I wake up every day thinking about it. I go to sleep every day thinking about it. It is something that makes me feel so alive on the inside. And, I couldn't dream of doing anything else with my time. And so now that I'm in school, it is a lot of fucking work. But you know what? I don't mind, because it's where my heart is. And I feel like with this card being reversed, that's it's going to be a challenge for us to go towards what actually brings us this passion, this joy. The other word on this card, it says ecstasy. When you look at this person, she is dancing with abandon. She's not paying attention to what's going on around her. Like, what she is doing takes her there, okay? She goes there in her spirit, in her mind, even in her body, to where she is completely and totally swept up in the passion of what she's doing. April 2019 for us number ones is going to be a challenge for us to find that, to stay in line with that, because we do need money. Okay, we do need things to be convenient, and it can be very tempting for you to especially when you feel like your back's against the wall. It can be very tempting for you to accept something that isn't really worth your energy or time, just because it looks like it's something that will help you. And with that being said, we're going to have to use discernment, which is the message on this card. It says, look beyond immediate appearances. Look at that cat. It's a lynx. His eyes are bright and big and open. He's like, what the hell is it? You know what I'm saying? Who approaches? State your business. Or prepare to get winged. Like, you gotta be looking and paying attention, following that gut feeling, that inner resolve. The other information is coming from, is going to come from your dream time, from your creation. This is a sacred time where you commune with not only your subconscious, but the greater subconscious, the collective subconscious that is shared by everyone currently on the planet, in addition to everyone that ever lived. This is a timeless place where creativity has its roots. There are our ancestors, our spirit guides, animal spirits. The particular origin of this, how do I want to say it, philosophy or school of thought, to my understanding, comes from the Aboriginals, who very much value the dream time. You know, that is a time of magic. It's a time of communicating with the ancestors, communicating with the higher selves, with the past selves, with the future selves, communicating with animal spirits, communicating with the universe. And, you know, it just really speaks to the fact that April 2019 is going to be a time of great creativity, that's going to challenge you to, you know, make a choice to go towards what makes you feel alive, or are you going to do more of what's killing you? And, you know, the truth is the universe is giving you an opportunity to do what you want here. The other card, let's see, the Mastermind. Now, the number on this card is 57. That has the Divine Feminine written all over it to me, because 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. That's the number of the Empress. You know what I'm saying? It's about what are you giving birth to. Now, the card is reversed, so this is an opportunity for us to heal something. I'm going to go to the book on this one and see what it has to say. Oh, I thought that might have said Mastermind. Okay, obviously I can't read upside down. It says the Time Master. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. The time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on your perspective. The Medicine. Sometimes it appears that you are running out of time. You worry you won't get what you need or want. Damn. Everything gets stuck like a log jam. This is only in your mind. Number ones, time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Sorry about that. Minor delay. Fully engaged in your now. Let me find my place. Fully engaged in your now. It's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know all the details of the future. All the treasures magically reveal itself when you remain relaxed and present to what's in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. Man, I don't even know how to describe how I feel about that. Because that is exactly where my mind is with all of this. There's definitely pressure, because I do have a family to raise. I have a family to take care of. So, there's this pressure to be like, oh, let me just take any opportunity that comes to me. But, I have done that in the past, and I'm sure you all have too. That only leads to more misery if it's not something that truly aligns with ourselves, with our passion, with our ultimate divine purpose. And, with what I'm getting out of the reading, overall, final conclusion is we are being given an opportunity, number ones, to manifest some real shit. We are being given an opportunity to make our dreams a reality. But, we have to not focus so much on, how can I say it, on what it immediately looks like. Looking beyond immediate experiences, but we have to go towards the actual manifestation of what we want, of the creativity that is giving birth within us. We're being challenged right now to follow our true passions. We're also being challenged to tap into infinity. You know what I'm saying? We think we're running out of time, but the truth is we have all the time in the world. Um, and I understand about deadlines, needing to get things done. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there's no time limit on your dream. You know, as long as you're breathing, as long as you are still moving, as long as you still have thought and ability, you still have time to act on it. So don't give up on yourself. Don't pass up this gift. Take it. Open your hand, grab it, and take it. Look to your higher self for guidance. Look to your ancestors. Look to your dream time. Look to your own intuition. Your gut is never going to lead you or steer you wrong. That's what it's there for. Thank you so much, number ones, for this opportunity to serve in this manner. I hope this message for your April 2019 has been a blessing. I'm excited to see what we are going to do with these special and precious gifts. If this reading resonated with you, please, please, please send me a like. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can know when my next video comes out. All right. Thank you. Okay. That was pile number 1. And now we get into pile number 2, the citrine. Okay, oh, hummingbird. Didn't I tell you? New beginnings. The blasted oak. Ooh, the tower. That's the tower. The rattle. Ugh, this is good. All right, number 2s. If you watched that little segment at the beginning, I told y'all this was going to be about new beginnings. And you have the tower card here. This is the wild unknown. Is it? No, not the wild unknown. This is the wild wood tarot. So not the traditional images, but basically what's happening here is the tower. There's going to be maybe some event that seems catastrophic. Maybe that's already happened, or maybe that's going to come. Something is reaching a breaking point, or there's something that needs to come to an end for you. But don't be disappointed or discouraged by that. I never like to see the tower card, but you gotta understand that where there's an ending, there's also a beginning. So this is a door for you, number 2s, to step into a new situation. I feel like this is also about a spiritual, energetic evolution for you. Because this card right here has the number 7. Well, it's 43, but 4 and 3 is 7. And then 1 and 6 is also 7. So this is some type of spiritual evolution for you. This is going to elevate you to a new level. If you go with it, you can fight against it. And what will happen in that case is that, not to say that you will never get to that new place, but it's going to be delayed. The message overall for you during this time, number 2s, is to lighten up, because you're going through some pretty serious stuff. This spiritual evolution is not always an easy thing to go through, and sometimes you have to remember to have joy, to have that lightness of heart, because you are stepping into a new realm for yourself. Okay, and this tarot card, this is the 5 of Cups. So fives are about a challenge. This is going to be an emotional challenge for you. Maybe something that you have clung to in the past, and losing it or leaving it, either by force or by a decision that you have made, is going to be a very emotionally trying time for you, just because you are very attached to this, or it's even very attached to you. It may be a person, a place, a job, a relationship, maybe even a tradition. It was very hard for me to kind of walk away from my traditional Christian beliefs. That was something that I was given, by birth. I had no choice in that. But in order for me to get to where I am today, I had to walk away from it. It was very scary. It was fucking terrifying. Like, my God, you're talking about taking the tightrope, the safety net away. Now I'm just walking on this tightrope is what it felt like. But, again, it was something I had to do. I had to, in a sense, fall from that tower of my belief, not realizing that I could actually fly. Didn't even know it. Wouldn't have even known had I not taken the opportunity. This card is actually reversed, because the title is below the horizontal line. So I feel like in April 2019, number twos, you're going to be accepting this situation, this tower, this chance to start over. It's going to be emotionally trying, but you will find peace from it. You're going to have a new hope for your future. You are going to be moving on. So, again, keep in mind it is going to try you emotionally. It may seem catastrophic, but you're going to come through it just fine. You do have hope. You will accept this. I believe that you will lighten up, because that's how you're going to survive this. Your joy, about the new beginnings, about the hope that you have, is going to carry you through this situation. Okay, let's see what this rattle has to say about it all. Pardon me. The essence. The rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth, spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, "Great Spirit, may your will be done." The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. And again, with the card being upright, this is the invitation. The rattle comes to invite you to work with tools of the spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of the spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. So, yeah, y'all are being called to elevate spiritually right now. You've got to investigate yourselves, to find out what that means for you. I definitely feel like it has to do maybe with walking away from old or traditional situations that we are emotionally tied to. But again, just to sum it all up, you are going to find new hope. You're going to have some peace about this catastrophic situation, and you will lighten up and have joy about it, because that's what's going to carry you through that to the new beginning. that you are going to experience for April 2019. Thank you so much, number twos, for the opportunity to serve you in this way. I hope that this reading has been a boon and a blessing to you. If you liked what you heard or have any comments, want to let me know what you thought about it, please leave me a comment below. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell so you can be notified when my new videos come out every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I'm very much working on being consistent and present for you guys and gals. Thank you so much for your time. And we're just going to get these on out the way. Okay, and last deck is the Prenite. Beautiful stone. This actually is kind of, it's green. It looks white from a distance, but when you look at it up close and in the light, this white is actually a light green, kind of like a pale olive. So this definitely has to do with the heart chakra. You should definitely look that stone up. It's great. It's beautiful. I got it. I visit this crystal store here in St. Louis called Mystic Valley, and every time you buy something, you get to reach into this jar, bucket full of stones. So I was very pleased with that. Okay, number threes. Let's get into it. I'm obviously not really reading these cards. It's reversed. Okay. So number twos, overall theme for you is you're going to have to make a choice. You need to be decisive for April 2019. I'm not even sure what the choice is about per se. I feel like it may be something regarding a emotional situation, perhaps a relationship, because I'm looking at the Two of Cups here. But this could also be some other type of union, like maybe a business relationship or something to do with a thing that you are working on, maybe a project that you are emotionally tied to. If you're a creator like me, I'm emotionally tied to everything I do. It's like my baby. So, maybe I think you'll be working with somebody on a thing. So this is a time to consider that partnership, that connection, a time for you to consider the harmony and the commitment of that. I feel like 2019 April is going to be a time where the results of that decision, are going to manifest into something, but not necessarily right away. The dragonfly card here with the word of emergence. It's a time of breaking forth. It's a time of rising from the water into the air, which is what the dragonfly does. They lay their eggs in the water and then they fly away. So that's symbolic of rising from the water into the air. Water represents the subconscious, our dreams, our emotions, and the air represents mental activity, thoughts, ideas. So taking that energetic emotional input and allowing it to how can I say it, help you take flight mentally. Again, you're gonna have to make a decision about something, I feel like it may seem like a hopeless situation, but that is ever far from the case when you can have a renewed perspective about it. I feel like that's what the Thunder card is, especially with the number 56 on it, which in numerology comes out to 11 because it's 5 plus 6. So this is about alignment. This is about divine alignment. Maybe a karmic situation, something about your evolution, even on a cellular level, making this emotional choice, to take the appropriate action. 56. Let's look and see what this is. The essence. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything, both awesome and frightening. When thunder arrives, it is also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. This card is upright for you, number 3, so this is an invitation. When the thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities come your way. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. So I feel like, again, with this decision, this is going to be something that's going to have lasting effects, something that's going to be manifested from the choice that you make. Decision making is always so difficult for me because I'm always trying to figure out, what's the best way, what's the right way, what's going to put me in the position that I want to be in versus something that's going to, have me trying to backtrack, being all lamenting and sorrowful about the fucked up choice that I made. But the trick with that is you just got to pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your heart, pay attention to the messages that the universe is sending you. You may see synchronicities through numbers, through events, through people, but you just have to pay attention. And your intuition, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they will always guide you and lead you in a direction that is right for you. Your emotions are actually very good indicators to a degree, but you have to examine those, and understand where they are coming from. They are emotions, to my perspective, come from what we think about a situation. So you have to understand if your emotions are coming from a place of true and accurate thought, or if they're coming from a place of biased opinion, which can be a very slippery slope, because we can think incorrectly about a situation. We can think and then draw off of our feelings about it, and it be completely inaccurate. So, as far as this partnership, as far as this union, excuse me, as far as this decision goes that you have to make, I want to say, just make sure that you are making that decision from a true place within yourself and not just going off of necessarily how you may feel about what it looks like. Like, you gotta investigate, get to the root of that feeling, find out if it's true or, you know, if it's based upon an incorrect perception, and then move forward from there. Because what you're doing in April 2019 is going to have some interesting effects. Some big changes, some big shakeups are happening for you right now, and you need to be decisive. You need to be aware, so that you can continue down that path, or up that path, or along that path, that will lead to this emergence, that will lead to this hope, this alignment, and this evolution. It really seems like it's coming whether you make the choice or not, to be honest. But you know, the other part of what you decide is how you go through it. You know, do you allow your fear to stop you, or do you move forward in the full rest that the universe has your back? That this alignment, that everything that's happening for you right now is supposed to be happening. Yeah. Big things popping in April 2019 for all of us. Thank you so much, number 3s, for the opportunity to serve in this way. I really appreciate your time and your energy. I hope this reading has been a blessing to you. Please feel free to leave me any comments or questions below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can know when my next videos come out. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is what I'm working towards. Thank you so much again for your time. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.